News from the Alabama High School Athletic Association today. The Super 7 football state championship games will no longer be played at Alabama and Auburn. I spoke with Hall of Fame coaches Terry Curtis and Steve Mask about their championship memories and the future of the Super 7.
Two of y'all, when I reached out to interview you guys, you were both headed east towards the beach, and obviously we can see behind you, you're somewhere in Destin, you tell me.
Well, we're on an assignment from danger.
Oh, okay.
So we can't really tell you where we're going because we don't want to start any kind of a war, but we're on an assignment with danger right now.
And this is a regular assignment, you tell me.
Yeah, it's a group of guys that get together for a coaching retreat every year, and a bunch of guys that are well known in the state, a bunch of older guys, and we bonded for over 20 years, and we get together and we really do, pick each other's brains a little bit and get some knowledge, but I'd be lying to you if I said there wasn't more laughs for his knowledge.
Terry, how much knowledge are you actually taking from Steve, or are you the one giving him some knowledge at this point?
Well, I don't really pay attention about half of what he says, but we've just been great friends, like he said, and I think we've been doing this trip for like 22 years.
Well, we just got the big announcement from the Alabama High School Athletic Association that the Super 7 will no longer be at Alabama or Auburn. And so, of course, I thought I would reach out to our two Hall of Fame local high school football coaches. When you think back to your memories, Terry, let's start with you. What's maybe your biggest memory from your time winning at Alabama?
The excitement. At Alabama, we got to play in the snow there. That was exciting. Went to Auburn a couple of times, so played at both of them. The biggest excitement for me really was being in that home dressing room. Yeah. And the difference in the home and the visitor's dressing room at those two places. I guess that was probably one of the biggest shocks. But the kids loved it. It was very, very exciting. And even though we kind of knew this day was coming with the playoffs and all, it's really sad for those kids. I know the stadium, everybody complained about the stadium being so big, but yet those kids would not give up those experiences for anything.
Absolutely. Steve, I know you've played and won there as well. Is there a memory that stands out to you the most during your time at St. Paul's?
We won it 2014 at Auburn. It was the only time we played at Auburn. I can remember after the game, we were in that visitor's dressing room, and there's no hot water in the visitor's dressing room at Auburn. I know because I got doused and I was thinking, I'm going to take a shower to get warm. I got colder. Now, I hope Auburn's fixed it by then, but I can only imagine LSU playing at Auburn and taking a shower in cold water after they played at Auburn. But, just a great experience at Auburn and at Alabama, the history of both stadiums, and have an opportunity to look around and say, geez, we're actually coaching the game in Brian Denny or Jordan Harris. It's a great experience.
The AHSAA said that they're going to look around at maybe rotating these Super 7 games. Of course, we talked to Danny Cordy and some guys here in Mobile. They want to see the 251 get an opportunity at hosting these games. What do you think about it coming down to Mobile someday?
I think it's exciting. Mobile, Birmingham, Troy, whatever, I know the economic impact is unbelievable when you get you're going to get 14, and with flag football now, you're really going to get 18 teams into your town playing football games. And hopefully Mobile will get involved with it, and, we can keep a rotation. I feel like Danny Cordy with the Mobile Sports Authority will do everything in his power. I want to give him some credit. He's done a good job getting the Alabama-Mississippi game here and the North-South All-Star game here. So let's cap it all off and get on that rotation with the state championship game. Especially this, South Alabama would love it.
Of course they would, and it would be a great venue to have it. We'll see if we can make it happen.
Good deal.
TC, Coach Mask, y'all enjoy the beach and enjoy me not bothering you for interviews.
All right. Take care, Simone.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Great stuff there from those two hanging out at the beach. Coach Curtis has won 8 titles at UMS Wright. Mask owns 4 blue maps from his time at St. Paul's. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.